Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silent meditation.
Greetings, Pine-Richland. I'm Mrs. Bogatz. Today is June 7th, 2022, and it's an A Day.
And I'm Miss Benigni. Now for today's announcements. Final exams. Today's final exams will be for social studies, engineering and technology education, and health and physical education. Good luck. Gene Kelly Awards. The pit was it. Pine-Richland High School won the award for the Pittsburgh Region's Best Student Musical Orchestra. The Pittsburgh CLO's annual Gene Kelly Awards took place on Saturday night, May 28th. Congrats to the orchestra and conductor, Mr. Brian Scott. Junior earns scholarship. Congratulations to Pine-Richland High School junior Elizabeth Schaefer, who has been selected as a Coolidge Scholar. The Coolidge Scholarship is an annually awarded, full-ride presidential scholarship that covers a student's tuition, room, board, and expenses for 4 years of undergraduate study. The application process is extensive, consisting of panel meetings, 15-minute speeches, and additional meetings with jury members. AP Literature and Composition. Juniors that are enrolled in AP Literature and Composition for their senior year must attend a mandatory informational meeting with Mrs. Fink. Today at 2:45 p.m. is the last available meeting. You should also have received a link to a Google form from your current teacher. If you have any questions, see Mrs. Fink in room 206.
Theme Day Thursday. The last Theme Day Thursday will take place this Thursday, with the theme being Hawaiian Shirt Tourist Day. Senior photos. Attention class of 2023, it's time to start thinking about senior photos for the class of 2023. The deadline to submit your senior photo for the 2022-2023 yearbook is September 30th. Any questions or concerns? Contact Yearbook Advisor Mrs. Harshman via email or in room 221 or 217. Ramsway. Now let's take a break from the announcements to share today's Ramsway Moment message. Saying goodbye. When the school year ends this week, PRHS will be saying goodbye to Dr. Bowman and Mr. Byko. Let's go to freshman Hannah Putcher and junior Lindsay Washington, who have the story.
What is the favorite story that Mr. Byko has told or joke?
I don't really have a favorite story or joke, but I do remember one time when I was in his class, we were somehow on the topic of baseball, and he ended up talking about, how he loves the Yankees, and I don't think anybody in the class really liked baseball, and I remember he did this. He was like, oh, a tear. It was so funny.
Oh, very nice. And what is one thing that you're going to miss about Mr. Byko?
Well, I'm really just going to miss seeing Mr. Byko in the hallways. He's always got a smile on his face, and he's always, happy, and he's just, a great teacher to have.
Mr. Katina, what is your favorite memory with Mr. Byko?
Wow. I think my best memory with Mr. Byko is just watching him this last year, knowing that everything he was doing was the last time he was going to do it before he gets to retire. Never seen him happier. I think that's what I remember most.
Very nice. And what is one thing that you're going to miss about Mr. Byko?
Oh, man. I would say how prepared all the students were, because I taught his students after he had them. So I always knew that the kids that I was getting were going to be well prepared and made my job a lot easier. So that's what I'll miss about him.
What is your favorite memory of Mr. Byko?
Mr. Byko has a stuffed albatross, and he would run or at least speed walk around the room flapping the wings of the stuffed albatross, and that was a favorite memory of mine.
And aside from being a sensational CHS argument teacher, which I deeply appreciate him for, I must say during forensics tournaments that was the most enjoyable time with him, just on the bus rides and him coaching us as well. In addition to the fact when my partner and I became state quarterfinalists, just the sheer excitement and satisfaction on his face was truly my favorite memory.
What is your favorite memory of Mr. Byko?
My favorite memory is probably just like at the forensics tournaments we would go to and like riding the bus with him.
What is your favorite memory whenever you first met Mr. Baiko?
So Mr. Baiko I met in 10th grade in English class, and I think one of the best things that we actually did together was the song analyzing. We had a lot of fun chatting about some inappropriate phrases within songs. It was fun.
What is one of your favorite memories with Mr. Baiko?
I really loved the first time we did Twin Day. He lent me a tie, a Harry Potter tie, and we were twins. That was fun.
Sounds very fun. And what is one thing you're going to miss about Mr. Baiko leaving the school this year?
Our morning hello. He's my work neighbor, so we say hi every morning, and he usually has his cup of tea, so I will definitely miss that.
Yeah, that is so sweet. What is one thing you're going to miss about Pine-Richland?
I can't say there's really one thing I'm going to miss. There's a lot that I will miss. I'll miss in particular, I guess, working with my students, with all of the kids in the class, whether it's Honors English 10 or CHS Argument. I've always enjoyed working with them, and also working with my colleagues here in the English department as well. And it's just been a wonderful ride. I've had a lot of fun.
That's so great. And what is your favorite memory that you have of being at Pine-Richland?
You know, that's so difficult to answer as far as one memory of over 24 years. But I would basically go back to my original answer, that it's just working with people such as yourself, intelligent young people, helping them think a little bit more than maybe they're used to. And I've really enjoyed that throughout my entire career, whether it's in English class or through the forensics team.
That's a great answer. Thank you. And what is one advice you would give to the next English teacher that comes in?
My advice would be to be flexible. Don't be inflexible is I guess a way to say it. But the idea is to give kids a chance to shine, give them, I would think, more real life skills, concentrate on writing and speaking and giving them presentations and giving kids some ownership of some assignments as well. I think that's always helpful.
When was the first time that you met Dr. Bowman?
So, Lindsay, I actually met Dr. Bowman over 10 years ago. We did master's classwork together at the University of Pittsburgh, and we instantly connected. Her desire to help students, to work in education, to make a difference were things that her and I agreed on, and we've stayed in great contact ever since.
Very great. And what is one thing that you're going to miss about Dr. Bowman?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to miss. She's funny, so I'm definitely going to miss her sense of humor, but just her overall approach, her work ethic, her care for students, her knowledge. She is such an experienced principal. She knows exactly what to do in each situation, so I'm forever grateful to be able to know her and work with her, and going to miss all of those things.
What's your favorite memory with Dr. Bowman?
I think my favorite memory is the first day of school this year when she had me be the ram for the first day of school. So I was like doing that, and we were like taking pictures with everybody and stuff. So that was pretty fun.
So fun. What is one thing you're going to miss about Dr. Bowman leaving the school this year?
I'm going to miss the iconic put your phones away during all of the meetings in the auditorium.
I love that. And when was the first time you met Dr. Bowman?
Definitely freshman year orientation, where, let's be real, I was a little scared of being in the high school, but it was all okay.
What is your favorite memory of Mrs. Bowman?
I think one of my favorite memories was when she was dressed in the Ram costume at one of our assemblies. This was pretty early on in her career here at Pine-Richland, and she nobody knew she was in there until all of a sudden she pulled off the ram head, and everybody was so shocked by that. So I think that was just a really great way for her to kind of establish her personality and her tenure here at Pine-Richland.
When was the first time that you met Mrs. Bowman?
The first time I met her was at our first staff meeting, her first staff meeting with the full staff beginning of the year when she started here, and she had told us about how she was up late at a Def Leppard concert. So it was just really nice to hear her talk about doing normal things and getting to know her, but that was my first memory of her.
What is your favorite memory as a principal here at Pine-Richland High School?
So I have a great story. I shared it in the Spotlight that was released a few weeks ago. So when it was my second year at Pine-Richland, and we needed a new Ram mascot. The mascot, the fur and all that, the old one was just in really bad condition. So we had a few students that wanted to be the mascot, and they had come to me, and we ended up working together and secured a new Ram mascot costume. And so the two students, I still remember them, had asked if I would be willing to be the first person in the Ram costume, and we would have an assembly. We were having our annual fall assembly program. And so I got in the Ram costume, and we actually made a big deal about it and gave the costume over to the two new mascots. But when I took the Ram head off and all of the students in the gymnasium saw that it was me, their eyes just bugged out and the smiles on their faces were priceless. And that is my favorite memory of being here at Pine-Richland High School.
Very nice. And what is one thing that you're going to miss about being a principal at Pine-Richland High School?
I'm going to miss more than just one thing. I'm going to miss well over 1,500, and I wouldn't call it things. What I'm going to miss the most is the day-to-day interactions that I have with students like you and all of the students at the high school. It has been a joy to be the principal here, and it's because of students. So thank you.
Guidance News. The following scholarships, contests, and workshops are now available. Stop in the guidance office or check on Naviance under Colleges tab, Scholarship List.
Now let's go over to Tyler for the sports.
Tyler here with the sports. Inline hockey. Registration for Pine-Richland Inline Hockey is now open for the 2022-2023 season. Players entering grades 7 through 12 are welcome. All skill levels are welcome. Registration will close June 30th. For more information and to register, please visit the website. If you have any questions, please send an email to the address also found at the bottom of your screen.
Inline hockey sounds fun. You used to be an all-state player, right, Miss B?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now let's see what we're having for lunch today.
What's going on, Pine-Richland? I'm here with your lunch report today. We're having a sausage pizza, bacon cheeseburger, Italian hoagie, and a crispy chick salad. Now let's go back to the front desk.
Sounds delicious. Now let's go to Tyler for weather.
We're good. All right. Tyler here with the weather. Today we have a high of 71 and a low of 6. Let me say. All right. Tyler here with your weather. Today we have a high of 71 and a low of 61, and then tomorrow we have a high of 78 and a low of 56. Now let's go to the 5-day weather forecast. That's all for me. Now let's go back to the main desk.
Looks like gorgeous weather out there.
I'm excited.
That's all for today. It's an A day, and I'm Mrs. Bogatz.
And I'm Miss Benigni.
Have a great day.